Hello everyone, this is Bear22 coming at you again with another battle crossfight B-daman review. And today we have, I believe this is Kreis Raydra. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. These crossfight B-daman have some rather peculiar names. Again, I suck at pronouncing foreign words, so if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But this is another crossfight B-daman, and this one's rather interesting because it actually comes in a blister pack and it's partially assembled. Well, from what I can see from the inside, we can actually see the blaster in there, which is quite interesting because for the most part, I didn't know they made pre-assembled blasters. Well, sort of assembled. I mean, you still have to touch some parts, but I don't know if you can tell, but they even added a sticker, or the eyes. They add the eyes on the B-daman's head already, so that's actually kind of interesting. So, quick look around, I guess, the pack. We have its item number, CB61. We also have Takaratomi. We have, I don't know what that says, that's in Japanese, but we also have the World B-daman Association, I guess is what that stands for. It's kind of the equivalent of the BBA, or WBBA from Beyblade. This is also, I believe, if it says right there, the emblem charge, which I guess is the new feature for crossfight B-daman. It's kind of like how the blaster core was the new feature for battle B-daman. We also have a shot of Kreis Raydra right there being fired, and stuff on the back here, standard. We've seen this a lot on a variety of B-daman and Beyblade toys or whatever. We also have his owner right there, whose name escapes me. I have not seen too much of the show, so I'm not sure who that character is. But we have, again, combination options right here. So I guess there's a specific blaster right there that it can combine with. Also has, I guess, I don't know if that's a depiction of its accuracy or power. I don't know. It is a control type from what I see up here, so, you know, it's not power of any sort. Also have a shot of the emblem charge, which I believe is kind of like, you know, little buttons or something, little alternative armor manipulation tactics that you can use in order to improve the blaster's increments or whatever. Can you tell I don't know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I'm kind of interested to take a look at this blaster. Why did I buy this one in particular? I thought it looked cool. To be quite honest, I know I'm not really, I guess, reviewing the blasters by order. You can tell from the Smash Gold review that was a random blaster I picked. But I'm basically picking the ones that I find to be interesting to me. If there are any blasters in particular that you guys want to see me review and unbox, then I'll pick them up. But yes, on the side here, I also forgot to mention that there's also stats on the different parts for this B-daman. So yeah, warning stuff. So why don't we stop beating around the bush? Why don't we actually open up Kreis Raydra? Kreis. All right, let's pop open Kreis Raydra. Let's open up the B-daman. Okay, so hopefully this one is a bit better than Smash Gold. I wasn't too impressed with that B-daman, if you remember. But I had a hard time keeping it together while I was shooting it. That's one thing I've noticed about these blasters is that, I don't know if it's just me, it may be just me, I don't know. But they seem very, what's the word? Flimsy, I guess? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because the plastic for that one was clear and that causes it to be a bit more, I guess a bit more frail. But I am worried about breaking them when I shoot them because they are rather finicky, I guess. I don't know. Okay. But points for the pre-assembling thing they're doing with these because, you know, a while ago I probably would have been more annoyed if they were assembling them, but, you know, at my age, I kind of just want to, you know, put them together with as much less effort. If I can find the words. Sorry, you know, opening up packages and talking at the same time is actually quite challenging. Or maybe I'm just special. Alright, so, I'm gonna go. So, I guess he's a tiger of some kind, judging from the graphic there. He kind of does look like a tiger, I noticed, with the whole white motif. Kind of looks like Go Tiger, actually, from Battle B-daman. Yes, I won't shut up about Battle B-daman. Okay, so we got a trigger, and we also have some connecting pegs for the arms and legs, or feet, or whatever. And there he is. Okay. Alright. And we have one B-dama, or B-da-ball, or marble, or whatever you prefer to call them. Okay, instructions. Do we have instructions? Yes, I assume. Yes, right there. Oh, they're doing the same thing they did with the Beyblades. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so, as per usual, I will cut the video here, and I will be back with Kreis Raydra fully assembled. Okay, that didn't take too long, aside from the building and figuring out how this thing actually works. It probably took me maybe about 10 minutes at the max, maybe a little bit less. But needless to say that Takara doing half the building for us has made this a lot easier to put together. And basically the only thing I really had to do was attach the legs and provide sticker application. But other than that, it's a pretty... you know, solid B-daman. It looks really cool. It's all obviously has that white tiger motif going on here, similar to the white tiger of the West, I believe it was the whole theme it was going for. I do like the design. I like white tiger theme motifs with the white, the black, and a little bit of yellow thrown in the mix, but the red looks really good there as well. So basically this blaster has two firing modes. As you can see here, there's these two red pieces, which represent its emblem. Depending on how these little white claws here on Raydra's arms are positioned, it will determine whether the blaster will have a strong or fairly tame shot. So, while the claws are down, it has a tame shot, and if you put the claws up, it prevents any restrain in the core, which causes it to have a stronger impact. I think that's... I don't know if I had that backwards or not. Well, I guess we'll find out when we shoot it. But that's basically how it works. You basically flip these two pieces and you can strengthen or weaken the shot of this B-daman. And that's pretty much the only gimmick I can find in this B-daman, aside from the tune-up gear you can get, as well as the customization with the other B-daman. So, basically, I will show you. I think this is the power shot. We'll find out. Okay, so that was relatively powerful, I think. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out when we actually do it with the claws down. Alright, so with the claws up, or down, as it were, let's just do that. Okay, that shot was weaker. Alright, so the claws down, the shot is weaker. Claws up, shot is stronger. And that's pretty much all you need to know. There is some articulation here in the helmet piece, which I assume is for customization purposes. I don't think that's specific to any individual feature that this blaster has. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I have to say this works a lot better than the Smasher Gold I got. That blaster was, I don't know, it was falling apart on me. I couldn't get it to work right. But this one seems to be a lot more solid, seeing as it's a later model. The size, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but most B-daman end up looking a lot smaller when I get them, or they look a lot bigger on product images than when you actually get them. But it is a nice, solid blaster. I do not feel like I'm going to break it when I'm firing it. It actually feels nice and sturdy. So I guess Smasher Gold was the only exception, or one of the exceptions, I guess. So yes, starting to look up for the Crossfight B-daman. Definitely reignited my faith in them, because I was a little, wasn't sure about them at first, but they're starting to grow on me. So yes, I may continue doing Crossfight B-daman should you guys choose to want to see more of them. So yes, once again, if I were to rate this blaster, I would give it a 9 out of 10. A good 9 out of 10. 10 being that, well, there's, or, you know, a 9, having a 10 would mean that it would have a little bit more to offer, but, you know, it's pretty scarce in terms of feature compared to other blasters I have unboxed or used. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's still awesome. A nice blaster, nice solid blaster. And for the price you're paying for it, it's really, it's exactly what you would be paying for. I only paid like $9 for this blaster, so needless to say, this is probably about a good solid $9 right here. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Pretty good. Not bad. It's awesome, actually. Just 1 point away from perfect. But yeah, if you want to pick one of these up on eBay or whatever, go ahead. They're going for very cheap on eBay. Like I said, $9 is not much. So if you do want to get them, they are, you know, in good supply on online stores. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for the review. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.